I think it's kind of, as a therapist, we want to understand why people do the things that they do or where does it come from. So I think with that lens, it allows me to kind of make space for the frustration, of course, but also give people an opportunity to experience what a safe, what an actual safe and inclusive space looks like. Because if we all start quitting and we all, that kind of environment starts to take over, and then it just isn't fun anymore. I think it's more of like accepting things for what they are and accepting the people that and letting the people that want to help and letting the people that want to support you come in, and just letting the people that don't really want to support you to go. I think it's more of that. I've learned a lot in these past maybe year and a half, almost 2 years of owning Wear the Damn Shorts and hosting hit classes, that the people that I thought would be there every single time, or the people that I thought would show up, have not showed up. And that's okay. And that means that it's making space for other people in my community. Wear the Damn Shorts is all about owning your stuff. It's okay to be you. Acceptance is a big part of this space. Radical acceptance, I think, when it comes to the fitness space, there's not a lot of self acceptance, just trying to be better and better and better. But I think we forget how to appreciate ourselves in the moment as we become better. Wear the Damn Shorts was created for that little 13-year-old girl, aka me, who, as a Latina woman, has a body who's that's different from most American women. And I think it's more of just embracing my stuff, embracing everybody's stuff, and then learning a thing or two along the way in terms of movement, in terms of music. And it's just going to continue growing.
Hey, I'm Adri, and welcome to the sixth episode of the Tied In podcast. So, the person that you guys just heard was actually not me. It was literally one of my best friends. Her name is Carolina, and we were talking about her trademark Wear the Damn Shorts. She does insane hit classes. She's also a Lululemon ambassador and just an all around genuine, amazing person, and I'm so lucky to know her and have her in my life, and even to be able to support her. Because, as she mentioned, today we're going to be talking about reciprocity and just being able to support each other and just recognizing that not everything is about social media and it's genuinely about showing up for your people. If you are watching on Spotify, listening on Spotify or YouTube, you'll be able to find Garo's Instagrams on the screen. I'll also put them in the description in case you are just listening to this episode, which is totally fine as well. So, the reason why I wanted to make this episode is because there are moments, I don't know if it's just me being neurodivergent and getting tired of, like, constantly getting tired of my phone and constantly getting tired of social media and all of these things. And the fact that I have to, post for my small business sucks, but you got to do what you got to do. I try to have fun with it. And I've honestly met a lot of amazing people through it. So there are some great things and there are some annoying things, but it's all worth it in the end. I will say that, like, the past few days, I've just been like over social media. And I've recognized that, I think it goes back to, like Gato was saying in the beginning, right? We're always going to have these specific thoughts that we had when we were little, or feelings that we had when we were little, that sometimes still follow us as adults, or if maybe certain triggers or certain traumas continue on in our life, there's never even really a possibility for it to truly go away. And it'll always be something that we think about in the back of our heads. Now, with that, I noticed some feelings that came up for me, and I was like, like, I noticed the feelings that came up for me, and it reminded me of the feelings that I experienced when I was little, when I wouldn't necessarily say FOMO, I would just feel bad because I was never really thought of. Like, I had certain friends that would hang out and then they wouldn't, like, I would see it on social media and then they never said anything to me. And that was before I was diagnosed. So, like, when I was younger, I would have moments of being like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, why don't people like me? Why do people bully me so much? I also had pretty bad acne growing up, and so, dude, I remember one day, like, I don't remember, like, I mean, I think I do remember specifically who it was, because, like I said, those things stick with you, man. Um, but I remember this girl saying you can connect the dots on the face with the pimples that you have on your face. And I just remember hating my skin after that and just being like, oh, okay, noted. But, anyways, besides the point, what I'm trying to say is that those feelings came up for me recently because I just noticed that a lot of people don't follow up on their word. A lot of people, I was talking to Gato about this because we, as individuals, as creators, when you're growing in your space, you notice things and you notice the toxicity of these things, but you also notice how certain people present. And what I've noticed is that obviously, when you start off as a small business, you're going to markets, you're doing this, you're doing pop ups, you're doing smaller events to kind of grow. If you're lucky enough, you can grow and escalate in different ways, right? So, what I've noticed is that people love to stick around when you're already up and going. They like interacting with people that they think present at the same level as them. But then they forget where they started. And then they start treating people differently based on where they're at now. I will say, okay, I'm going to insert here. I really do not want any of this to sound like I'm just talking shit about people. That is never my intent ever. This is just a space for me to be real about certain thoughts that I feel and like certain things that come up for me. So, no, this isn't high school. No, this isn't drama. This is just my real genuine thoughts and experiences that I've had. So, there is this one business in Orlando that I actually referred a friend of mine to create something for them. They were looking for a creator, and I am the type of friend where I will send it to any of my friends that it applies to. And after speaking to my friend and getting a little bit more information about their experience, this is the second time that I have heard about this person interacting in some type of way, like unprofessionally. And I'm just like, you do not deserve the platform that you have. You don't. And it's really unfortunate because it's also, someone who's Puerto Rican. And it's really disappointing because I think when it comes to my people, right? Like, and I'm sure a lot of Latinos can relate to this, but there are some Latinos that are so hardworking that they will do everything that they can to excel, but they still stay genuine. And then there are others that are like, okay, I'm gonna go, 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 continue to like create new ideas and do new things and all of these things because I'm getting popular and people are liking me and all of this. And then it goes straight to their head. And then become, they are not nice people. Let's just say that. And yeah, I noticed that this was a while ago, but I took note of that and I was like, all right, heard. I never really went back to their place. I didn't want to support their business after they had treated my friend like that. That's just who I am as a person. But it's not even about being petty. I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, I was just like, I don't really want to go and support you anymore because that was not cool. But, anyways, so that happened. But I've also noticed that, like, there are some moments where I'm like, okay, I don't think my like any person, right? We get imposter syndrome. We think, okay, I don't think my products are good enough. I don't think that I'm good enough. I don't think this, that, whatever. And a lot of that may come from the lack of support. But like Otto was saying, right? Like, yeah, you may have moments where you feel really down or you feel like you don't have the support that you thought that you did have. But like, this is what I mean about always being able to reciprocate. So if I see that my friend is supporting me, I will do everything in my power to be able to support them. Because that is what friendship is about. It's not about like, hey, I'm going to support you because you have a following on Instagram and I want to be noticed, or like, oh, now you have this thing a certain way, or like you your business is growing, so now I want to be friends and I want to support you. It's like, no. If you were supporting me before you kind of blew up or whatever, then let's continue to support each other. What's the big deal? I just wish that there were a lot more genuine people in this world. I wish that it wasn't all just seen as like, hey, this is a business and we're not here to make friends. Because actually, we need community now more than ever. And if that's the mindset that people have, then good luck. Seriously, good luck with the things that you're going to do. But I don't know how you're going to grow without community. Because if you're just going to isolate yourself, if you're just only going to focus on your business, and those are moments that I even have to tell myself, like, hey, Adri, like, don't take things personally because, these people aren't really your friends. Well, that's a shitty mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I hope that some of you are my friends, or I hope that some of you like truly support me, and this isn't just like a fake thing, because that's not what it is for me. If I am supporting you on social media, even if I don't know you, this isn't me saying like, oh, I'm just doing this so that you notice me. For what? Like, why would I do that? Like, that is ridiculous. No, if I'm supporting you because that's who I am as a person. I'm a girl's girl. Not only that, but I'm just a community person. And my way of feeling comfortable in Orlando, because I'm from Puerto Rico, this doesn't feel like home to me here most of the time. I miss Puerto Rico. But, you know, I make the most of it. And if I find my people here, cool. And if I can support businesses, even better. That's what this is all about. I wish I can go to Puerto Rico and support the businesses more over there just because they need it more than us. But like, hey, we have opportunities here. Yeah, we have opportunities and we can grow, but why don't we take advantage of that and also connect with people and support each other so that our communities and our businesses can grow even more, but in a positive, genuine way. Not in a way of like, oh, I'm gonna pick and choose like who I want to support or whatever so that I'm more successful. It's like, what the hell are you even talking about? Give smaller businesses the opportunity to show you what it's all about. It's not always about only supporting people or only giving people that recognition when they're already up there. That is why, like, any person that would slide into my DMs now, or any person that wants to talk about any little thing, hey, let's talk about it. No, I'm not going to be weird if you ask me about my laser. I'm not going to be weird if you ask me about, like, I don't know, anything else regarding the community. Like, ask me any question. I'm not going to be weird. I'm not going to think that you're copying me. I'm not going to think that, like, oh, you're better than me or you're going to be better than me. At the end of the day, people need to remember that we have our own styles. It doesn't matter if we have the same products. It doesn't matter if we are in the same category of products that we sell. Our styles are all different. If I create something that you have the possibility of creating as well, it is not going to come out the same way. So there is no reason for people to pick and choose who they want to associate with just to make themselves feel better. Or like, it doesn't matter if you like just ask a question, right? Like, I would just wish people were a little bit more open, a little bit more friendly. But I will say, I do pay attention to the businesses that are open and that do communicate and that do share that positive and good energy. I don't interact with people that don't. It's fake energy to me. It's a bunch of BS. I don't want to deal with that. No. As Gato was saying in the beginning, I think it's just a therapist thing. Unfortunately, we were just trained for it in grad school. Gato was in grad school for 3 years. I was in grad school for 2 years. Shout out to Rollins though, because I really do wish that the UCF program was 3 years so that it would space it out and not have us be so overwhelmed and over our lives. I think Rollins does a great job of that. But anyways, both great schools. I think that with our training, we can just clock it. We don't have to think too hard. We can kind of like feel it. Like, it's kind of like an energy. I don't know. And that doesn't mean that we're like freaking psychoanalyzing everybody and that we're just like being therapists 24/7. It's like, no, like we can just notice when things are weird and when they're not genuine. And that's when we don't want to put our time in for it. Like, I don't want to waste my time like that. Because if I feel like you are treating me some type of way, why would I give you the time of day? Why? Why would I sit here and feel uncomfortable when you're not being real with me? Like, you're being weird. A lot of people nowadays are weird. weird, weird, weird. Like weird behaviors everywhere. I don't know why. People are weird. People don't care about how they make people feel. And it's just not okay. We need to be better humans. We need to be more genuine. We need to be open and honest about things. I just wanted to make a short episode. I just wanted to talk about the reality of owning a business and interacting with other creators in the community. I think it's hard sometimes to not take things personally, and that's okay. But I also want to remind people that just because people treat you some type of way, it doesn't mean that it has anything to do with you or the things that you create or the things that you put out into this world. It has more to do with them and what they're looking for. You know, not everybody has good intentions. And I'm also not saying this in a way to be negative about the community. I'm also not saying this as like, oh, this is all business. Like, yeah, some people have the mentality of it being all business, and that's why they treat people like shit. And that's not what I'm about. So, no, this isn't just about business. I want to be part of the community. I want to connect with people. And I want to be able to create a safe space for individuals that don't feel welcome in this world like I do. Being neurodivergent is very difficult in this neurotypical world where people are constantly talking shit about people or judging people without even knowing the things that they've gone through. And that will never be me. So, if you're more like me, then you can continue to listen to the rest of my podcasts. Like I said, I will be dropping every now and then. I'll surprise you. But I'll be posting drop dates on my website. I will be dropping a new website soon, by the way. That is in the works. And I am getting together a creator hangout that will potentially be happening in July from what the votes are looking like as of right now. Don't quote me on that though, that might change throughout the day. Yeah, I just wanted to create a little hangout time for any creator. Listen, these are artists, these are jewelry makers, these are event organizers, these are photographers, literally anything. If you create anything, or if you are part of the Orlando community and you just want to hang out with us, even if you don't like create things, or maybe you just attend markets and you want to hang, who knows, whatever you would like to do, feel free to come. I will be posting more updates on that on my Instagram, Tied by Adri. Listen, I'm gonna continue to be real with you guys. That's why this podcast exists. And I'm going to continue to push myself, even when I have moments where I feel down and think like, hey, maybe I don't really have like friends in this community and all these people are actually just talking shit. Like, I don't know people's intentions. Listen, I know I've mentioned it several times in this podcast about being neurodivergent, but I'm so straightforward and logical. Please be straight up with me. I cannot read through your bullshit sometimes. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your month. Remember, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. No, this does not mean, hey, let's talk about mental health and make it a whole aesthetic thing because it's the month of May. No, we should be talking about this all the time. Be there for your friends, support yourself, take care of yourself, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.